great person. Hello, people. How's everybody doing today? I know I'm still starting off on like my second YouTube channel after my first one, but like let's not talk about that right now. I doubt anybody's actually gonna tune in to this live stream. But hey, you never know. Don't gotta be negative all the time. I guess you could say. Yeah, I'm really just here. Oh, it's like 6 o'clock, I think. Yeah, it's 6:30 here. Oh my gosh, and it's already like bright out. Ah, thank God for the time change. I am so happy about that. Anyways, yeah. I don't know if you're new to this channel. I'm just the Autism God. I have autism and ADHD. Gonna be living this place you see here, the small little apartment. This is gonna be mine in around June. I've got some plans in motion of being successful with my disability. So that's gonna be fun and dandy. So yeah, all the good stuff. All the good stuff coming my way. Yeah, I'm thinking. I know a lot of my channel has like my fan projects at the moment. Like I've got a lot of like for like the one fan project I'm working on that got really popular back in the day when I was like 14 that I desperately want to make good. That got decently popular, so I wanna finish that off before I can move on to like another like project. I was thinking like maybe I can work on I don't know what I'm gonna work on honestly, but I'm gonna try to advertise my original project that I have my friend helping with. So we're gonna get to that honestly. Yeah. Anyways, I'm probably just gonna draw. I don't know. I don't really have a stand for this camera, and I don't really like showing my face, honestly. Like, I don't mind people knowing what I look like, honestly. I just prefer not to show my face, because I still got a little bit of confidence issues with that, honestly. Just a work in progress. Like, my mom says I look good. Everybody in my family says I look good, but honestly, I don't really think I look good. But honestly, I think I look decent. I just gotta lose weight. Like I just gotta lose my belly and maybe just get to like maybe just look at least like decent, like in terms of weight wise. So maybe people will actually be like, oh hey, he's kind of hot. But like realistically, I just eat too much. So I like eating. It's a sensory thing, you know. It's like a sensory thing. I love eating. It's hella bread. It's really good. Yeah. Yeah, anyways, if anybody joins in the chat and they see a black screen, I apologize. I know nobody's really gonna come and, see it, but hey, it's a I'll probably keep this one open and, um, I'll probably keep this chat open and, uh, I don't know, huh? Sometimes I get lost in thought. Anyways, I'm probably gonna draw, so if anybody wants to see what I'm drawing, you can. But like I don't really show my drawings when I draw. I just post them after I'm done drawing to like my servers I'm in. Uh and I probably could have screencasted on my tablet, but like nah, I don't wanna do that honestly. Anyways, like I said, it's slow. You've only got like 88 subscribers. Like the chances of any of them making it on to like the stream on like a Sunday afternoon are like slim, so I don't really expect anybody to join in. If somebody comes in, I'll be like, "Oh, hey, that's nice." But then, I don't expect them to stay long, honestly. They're just, it might be just silent. If I can't handle the silence, then I'll probably just end the stream and maybe try again when I have more subscribers, maybe, probably. I'll keep this stream open to like the public because like hey it's extra views and stuff towards my channel, so that can probably help with like views and stuff on my channel, so I'll probably keep it public and stuff as long as nothing crazy happens. I don't want a community that's like Bill Jensen's community. That stuff's like crazy, man. Oh my gosh. I usually like watch. I have like a whole playlist dedicated to that guy. Like he's a character played by a guy named Shane Boyle, who controversial person, I guess, because like of like some of the stuff he's allowed on his streams. But I just watch them because I think his character is like hilarious, even though like he's not really responsible for like what's going on in his videos. Like he should really hire a moderator for his live, like his donation to the videos people send in, because like I think it's like, oh my gosh, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing, Bill? But yeah, I just watch him because I think his reactions are like the greatest thing ever. Doesn't mean I agree with everything that people send in. Like people spam him like slurs and stuff, and like that's like, oh my god, guys, stop. That's so overdone. Like every day I hear the same racial slurs. I'm just like, Bills fans, come on, guys, send something funny, man. Like the bad words have been said so many times. It's they're not even funny anymore. And then what else is there? Yeah, I like when people send him like, gay people kissing. That's funny because like, in his belief, like in his character's belief, can't be homosexual or else you'll go to hell. And I'm just like, what? No, it's natural, bro. It happens naturally. Birds are gay. I don't think my birds are gay, but there are gay birds, and they apparently raise their children better than like normal bird parents, so that's fun. But yeah, it's apparently a scientific fact, which is crazy. Like I think that's the funniest thing ever. They just like adopt a chick and they raise it better than like actual like parents, which is kind of funny. I don't know. Birds are just great. I love birds. I think birds are awesome. I love the last living dinosaurs. They're homies. They're just goobers, I guess. But I have two birds in my house. I got two birds. I call them my dinosaurs. I could show them if you want. Hell yeah, there you are, Kirby. Welcome to the stream, my guy. Hold on, let me before anything happens. Standard moderator can manage block words or change chat modes and live, and also be capable of yeah, okay, Kirby, you're a moderator now, so there you go. But anyways, yeah, what's up, gamers? How you guys doing? I know that's like a black screen. I figured I don't really have a stand to oh, what's it called? I don't really have a stand to like keep my phone up to show like the background and stuff. Plus my sister's home, so I don't really want to get her on camera just in case she walks past or does something, cuz she's basically just a teenager and I don't really feel comfortable showing her on my channel because, like I said, kid. And so, don't want that. Don't want people getting weird about it because, like, seriously, people can be weird. But you get what I mean. But yeah, I am just drawing at the moment. Kind of have a little bit of an art block, but at the same time, I kind of have an idea of what I want to draw. Like, it is International Women's Day, so I'm like, I really want to draw like my characters that are like, women and stuff, but at the same time I'm like, I don't really want to draw this, but at the same time like I want to draw it and then I don't, which is like that's art block because sometimes you just want to draw and then when you want to draw the thing you want to draw, you're just like, I don't want to draw this anymore, which I'm like, why? I hate art block. It sucks. If I could draw every day I would, but oh well. Can't really draw every day now, can we? It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. That Delta. Oh, Kirby. Also, funny enough, speaking of you, I was watching a video, like a little animated video about Sephiroth having constipation in Kyoto, and I think I saw your comment from your channel. I thought it was from 2 years ago. I was like, oh my god, it's Kirby. I wanted to say something, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, probably not. Well, maybe next time, since I brought it up, and if you're still watching the stream, I'll probably go back to the comment and be like, I found you. I still can't believe, like, if I knew how to make music, I'd also be try to make, like, bangers as well as, like, curse shit posts, like, Sephiroth constipated in Kyoto. Because, like, oh my god, Toby Fox, I don't know how he does it, but, like, I want him to do more cursed videos, like, cursed songs, because those are funny. What else? If there's like, I gotta like, I mean, I guess I'm happy with like drawing regular like art and stuff, like just drawing art and stuff. I'm not saying music isn't art. Music is definitely art, but like I'm definitely happy with. It's like definitely not 100%, but it's definitely passable. Like I'm happy I have a passable art style, so that's good. I always get people finding my old comments, and there's a recent influx of oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, like I said, I was literally watching, like, I don't even know why I was like thinking about it. Like, I remember I was on the bus, and then I was getting off the bus like close to my house, and I was just like, huh, what if I listened to Sephiroth, that stupid Sephiroth thing that Toby Fox composed? And wouldn't you know it, I watched the animated version, and I scroll down in the comments like, what's people commenting about this? Like, I was kind of hoping someone would comment like, this is the same guy, like, because like it was made by Toby Fox. So I was kind of hoping someone would be like, this is the same guy who composed Hopes and Dreams, and I'm like, yeah, that is the same guy who composed Hopes and Dreams. And then I see your comment. I'm like, oh my god, it's Kirby. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. My mom's gonna start a YouTube channel. She's kind of she has a channel up already, but she's kind of been contemplating what her first video is about to be. I always tell her like I want to advertise her channel, but at the same time she tells me like don't, because like we technically have a different audience and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that honestly makes sense. And she said like, it might like mess up with like engagement and stuff. So I'm like, okay, I can respect that, but like I'm gonna subscribe to her definitely, so that's for sure. She wants to make like a channel just talking about life and raising a kid with autism, and maybe help other people like single parents or single people with like raising their own kids and stuff, with like helping them out with that stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's awesome, because my mom's great. I love my mom. She's very good. My dad, on the other hand, let's not get there. I'm joking. I'm joking. He's fine. Could do more and could definitely put more of an effort, but oh well, he's lost. He's dad. That's just dads for you most of the time. Most of the time they're kind of useless. I'm not saying all of them are useless. I know there are definitely some of us who are blessed with having both parents intact and they're both freaking awesome. But some of us aren't just that lucky. And honestly, I like to sit there and say maybe we shouldn't all have kids. Like I don't think. I know for a fact I don't want kids. I genuinely don't want kids. Yeah, I wouldn't want any of your fans being parasocial about your mom. Yeah, exactly. I figured. Yeah. Yeah, I figured I shouldn't cross over. Like I said, I'm gonna subscribe to her because I want to support my mom, but like I'm not gonna advertise her channel because like I don't want that happening. Plus, if people start bringing up stuff from like my past, like when I had like meltdowns online, then I don't want people talking about it to my mom, because like my mom already knows about a lot of the stuff that when I was a kid I did, and like it's in the past, honestly. It's in the past, and like I regret, like every time I get overwhelmed at a situation, or like overstimulated, incredibly overwhelmed and feel cornered, that's when I honestly start to have a meltdown. And so, it's worse when I'm online, because when I'm online, there's a lot of miscommunications and stuff, and then when I'm in meltdown, so what it looks like for me is usually it's just for me when I'm in the meltdown state, I just want to self-preserve. Like I'm in full defense mode, and my only goal is to hurt people when I'm in like a meltdown, because like that's how my brain works, and that's how I feel I gotta survive this situation. I gotta like hurt to get out of the situation, which again, like it's stupid, mind you. It's a stupid way of thinking, but like at the end of the day, that's not me. Like normal sentence, that is not me, like every minute of the day. Like I'm not going out like on the streets saying I'm gonna hurt this person because I hate them. Like no, like I don't. Like I genuinely, like honestly, for me, in terms of like my normal day and like when I socially interact with people, I don't want to hurt anyone. I like, and with autism, like people are very like socially awkward. I know it's like a stereotype, but some of us are pretty awkward, and it's like super challenging to like read people's like both their physical and mental, like it's hard to read people's emotions, like on their facial expressions as well as body cues, especially if it's like somebody you don't know. Like if it's like a stranger you don't know. I'm not saying that autistic people can't read other people's expressions and social cues. Like I feel like I can honestly read my mom a little better, like my family and people I know a lot better than I can like someone I just met. Like I can read their social cues a lot better than if I didn't know them. But again, it's not perfect. Like sometimes I joke with my mom and like kind of say she had a long day at work. Like today, like last shift, she had a really stressful and long day at work. And, like usually when she comes home in the morning, she usually just gets ready and goes to bed. And, sometimes when she wakes up, like in the middle of the day, when she's like had her sleep, if she has had her sleep, I joke around with her, and, my mom is the kind of person who can honestly get very snappy and kind of nasty when she's tired. And like, I'm not saying that out a bad thing as a bad thing to my mom, because like I said, my mom is fucking awesome. And like, everybody has their limits. And if you're, working night shifts for like 12 hours and you only get like 4 hours of sleep after you come home, you're gonna be groggy and you're gonna be tired. I just need to give her like, and we live together, and so she can only handle so much, and like that's fine, because like it's like with parents with autism, and this is like, and she tells me all the time like don't feel bad about it, but like it is exhausting, like raising a kid with autism and stuff, and like I should know because I'm autistic, and it's exhausting just being around. Like holy shit, my brain's running like full circle all the time, and like it's especially hard for parents too. They're it's hard for them. It's hard for everyone involved. And again, I'm not saying it's bad. Like I said, my mom always tells me, just because it's like I stress her out sometimes and like overwhelm her, it's not my fault technically, because that's just how my brain works, and she doesn't blame me for any of it. And like I know how it is. Like I do my best to like always like make sure she's okay, because I love my mom, and she's done so much for me in my life, and I just want to like do that for her, because like she's helped me so much. And like I want to be helpful to my mom too, because like she's done so much good things for me, and I'm like, dude, I gotta treat this woman like a queen, man. She's gotta live like royalty, because like I like she's done that to me basically, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta do that. But anyways, as I was saying, like I said, as I was saying about like meltdowns and stuff, when I get into like a meltdown state, my only goal when I'm in that mindset is self-preservation, and get like just defend yourself in any way, shape, or form, even if it's gonna hurt someone else and stuff. And like I don't like how that's how my brain works. Like I think I get it from my dad's side of the family, because like my dad's side of the family is honestly really kind of aggressive. Like they take it from, like, my dad takes it from his dad, who's kind of like an ass. My grandfather's kind of an asshole, which funny enough, my grandfather, oh, this is a crazy story, but my grandfather fucking looks like Robin Williams. Like, unironically, they both look identical. Like, if Robin Williams was still alive today, rest his soul, by the way, I fucking miss that guy, because he seemed like such a sweet person. But anyways, like, apparently my grandfather, when he was like moved to Canada, everybody was like, "Holy shit, it's Robin Williams!" And then he talks, he's like, "Holy shit, that's not Robin Williams. Just the sound, it's just a look-alike." Because my grandfather has like a thick Romanian accent. We joke that he sounds like Dracula, honestly. But yeah, but anyways, yeah, like that's just random trivia about my grandfather. But like my grandfather, like he's kind of an asshole, like he's kind of a piece of shit, and like he's a huge dick. And like when he had my dad and my uncle, he kind of just left them, like, because like Romania back when my dad was growing up was like it was ruled by like a dictator. And so like they was very strict, like you couldn't eat, like, it was basically like Romania was basically like North Korea at the time, like back then. So like my dad and his brother had like a really hard time growing up and stuff. So like, and again, like both my parents kind of were hit when they were like, because like, back then, like, oh, kids are not allowed to express themselves, they're not allowed to kids aren't allowed to feel, like kids are always in the wrong, they have to listen and be obedient to their parents and stuff. So they were beat. And like, like I don't hold it against any of them, like my mom or my dad, because they because they had me when my mom was like 25 when she had me, and my dad was 23. They were like, I'm gonna be 23 in June this month, and like that's I don't think you should be having kids at that young of an age, because genuinely, like, people are even though people are like adults at like 18, we're still developing our brains. And like some people don't even mature, like some people just stay immature for their whole lives and stuff. Like, I'll get into that later when I start talking about it. But like, my parents, like being young and extremely dumb as like parents, and also the way they were raised, anytime I had like a meltdown as a kid, they hit me. And like, I don't mean to say it like as a bad thing, and like be like, hey, I don't want to bring it up and make people feel sympathy for me, or like make it seem like I hate my parents and my parents are bad people, because all of this is not true. I love my parents, and like I forgive them for everything they did to me as a kid, because like I said, young parents were inexperienced with having kids. They were raised very similar way to they were raised in a way where they're like, hey, the kids are wrong, they can't do anything like that. It's hard to explain. But anyways, like what I'm saying is, it basically instilled a fear in me where I'm kind of like, afraid to open up to people. Like I was afraid to open up, and like every mistake I did, and I still feel this to this day a little bit, like every mistake I do is like a massive blow, and that I am responsible and I'm a terrible person for making this mistake. Because truth be told, that's how my parents were raised. They were also raised like that too. And again, like I said, being young, dumb, inexperienced parents with an autistic child that was undiagnosed at the time, they didn't know how to they didn't know how to react. They didn't even, I don't even, I honestly don't even think they knew what autism was, truthfully, back then. So, like, I don't like, and like I said, like, they were young. So, like, I was kind of raised in a way where, like, if I make a mistake, it's like you fucked up. Like you fucked up. It's basically the end of the world to you, Like when I made a mistake, like when I made a simple mistake, I fucked up like big time, and there's no going back to that. Like there's no way you can recover from that. And that's just how my parents were raised as well, especially my mom as well. And like, so then, when I was in school, right? So when I was in elementary school, fuck, like it was bad because like the community I was part of was very self-centered and very basically, let's just say rich snobby people, right? And like, my mom, like we weren't really well off. Like my mom and dad were living with my grandparents, my mom's parents, and like it's like it's a whole bunch of stuff going on, but like like not just being in that household with like my grandparents as well as my parents, who were like oh shit, like you make a mistake, you're fucked, basically. But like at school, like kids like like schools, even like I know like Canadian school systems are a lot better than like the American school system, but like it wasn't that good. Like compare, like I want to say, even though it's a little better, we still take a lot of influence from the States, and like it was like, and especially with my community, it was pretty shitty. Like neurotypical kids, like the minute they see something different with another kid, they're always like, oh, let's target this kid, let's bully him and stuff, let's make him feel like an outcast. And like it wasn't just the kids, but the entire community basically outcasted me for like having meltdowns because their kids would just like say stuff that would like obviously not all of them were trying to intentionally be assholes to me, but like some of them genuinely probably just wanted, like, fucking hated me and wanted to like bully me in any way, shape, or they form they can. So being an autistic kid who was like, who the way he reacts is like, you gotta defend yourself when you're feeling overwhelmed or overstimulated. So back then I hit people and like kicked and scratched, basically beat up people. I mean, like some of them deserved it. I will admit some kids deserved it, but like realistically, like people, like their parents thought I was a bad kid. I was just aggressive, even when I was diagnosed with like originally Asperger's, but then that got coined. So it's just autism and ADHD. Even when I was diagnosed with autism and ADHD, some of these parents were like, no, I don't want this kid in my class. Like he needs to stay out of class, which so like, truth be told, I don't even think I was in a lot of classes for my entire school year. And like that genuinely kind of fucked me up in terms of both social stuff, kind of fucked me up socially a lot because I didn't know how to grow up in a proper school environment. Again, like schools are not neurodivergent friendly at all. And like, but like I have a worker that I see every couple of times a month, who's also neurodivergent, and they were diagnosed much later in their life. But they had told me too, like, like they had a hard time in school too, but like they honestly, like, I think they function better than me because, like, holy shit, I'm not saying they didn't have it bad either. Like all of us autistic people have our own unique life and like our own unique way of living and stuff. Because common misconception with autism is that it is like there's like a one way to look with autism. Like there's only one way you can look, when in reality autism is literally called autism spectrum disorder because, like I said, it's a spectrum. Like no two autistic people are going to be the same. And like honestly, the thumbnail I picked for this video is literally like a cat being cornered by pickles, and it's literally just autistic people. And then those quotes are like stuff people say to autistic people when they say that they're in disbelief with like your autism and how you act, because and I'll get into that later. But like anyways, even with my diagnosis, people didn't want to take it. There's actually a petition to get me kicked out of the school system the school I was in, because oh, don't want to make my little precious boy who's bullying this autistic kid get hit. Like, okay, But like, like when I was in like fifth grade, I genuinely started realizing like, fuck, everybody around me just fucking like hates me. Like they're just being fake just so they don't piss me off. Like, and like it sucked. Like that fucking sucked. I'm blessed to have been homeschooled. You don't have to worry about any of that crap you get. Yeah, fuck. My mom honestly my mom also looks back on that and says she wishes she homeschooled me too, which, again, like I'm not gonna, I kind of agree with her. I kind of wish I was homeschooled too. But at the same time, like she was young. Like again, like I said, I don't want to keep bringing this up, but she was young, man. Like she was young, and like even when this stuff was happening, like she didn't really like she was busy with doing her own things, really. Like I said, she basically had me at like the wrong time in her life. Like she had her own issues going on in her life, like it's a long story, but like, and like she'll probably talk about it more in her video that I can probably bring up, like when she talks about her life stories, like, and I can probably bring it up in my time so I can get a general idea of like, how she was going on when I was a kid. So I know better, because so I can probably explain it. Cause like realistically, I only know a little bit about what my mom was going through during that time. Like she honestly was kind of like not really there in terms of like my like upbringing, not because like she didn't want to, but because being an adult, you gotta work, that's just how the economy was. And so she didn't really defend me as a kid like she does now with my younger sister, because like my younger sister is she's going through her own stuff as well right now. She's not autistic or anything, probably a little ADHD, but not autistic. But like, I'm so happy that my mom is actually like, when my sister gets into stupid drama at like school where people are like picking on her and like doing stupid shit, like saying rumors about her, like my mom actually steps in, is like, making sure they don't shit doesn't spread and people actually respect my sister. And I'm like, I'm fucking happy. I'm so happy that she's there for like my younger sister, so she doesn't have to go through the shit that me and my older sister had to go through when we were kids and stuff. Like I'm so happy that she's like, so like, oh my god, I'm so happy my sister's like just doing like better, like just having a better childhood than us, I'd say, like just having a little bit of a better childhood. Not saying it's better, but like, just my mom's more entwined with that, like she's actually more, I'm happy. I'm so happy, because I wouldn't want her to go through the shit I went through. But anyways, as I was saying, when I was starting to get older and realizing, hey, everybody doesn't like me. Like they're all fake to me, just so I don't just so I don't like get pissed off. That was around the time when one of my workers at the school was going to be moving out of the school. And so they basically said, when I'm gone, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen to you. So we had to move schools. I don't know if it was a combination of my staff moving or the petition that was going around to kick me out of the school. But either way, I'm very happy I moved from that school, because that fucking school community was toxic as hell. I actually have a friend that went to that school who's also on the spectrum. He has his own YouTube channel as well. He does like emergency vehicle response and like vehicle response videos. He's a really cool fucking guy. I love the guy. But he was unfortunate enough to like actually stick with that school until he graduated and went to high school, which I'm like, fuck, dude, that's fucking horrible. But anyways, that's enough about that. So anyways, even though like I moved schools and like I was in a new environment, it still fucked me up. Like at my new school, I did have meltdowns and stuff. Like I did go through meltdowns. I think the first year I was there, my teacher was kind of not really understanding about my needs. And she kind of, I honestly think she was kind of making a big deal out of everything, like that I did, all the weird, quirky stuff I did. Like some of it, I definitely can understand, like, hey, maybe listen to what your teacher's saying. But other times, I'm like, really? You got mad at me for that? Like, oh my god. So like my first year at my new school was like a little rough, but then like, every time I had a meltdown, I genuinely felt like awful, like holy shit. Like holy shit, I just had a meltdown. Everybody in the school is gonna fucking hate me, because that's how, one, I was raised by parents who are raised where like every mistake you make is a fucking devastating blow to yourself and like your reputation. And two, the fact that the school I was growing up in basically basically fucking hated me for having meltdowns, even after I was diagnosed with autism. So I felt like shit. Like every mistake I did was a massive blow to like myself and everybody's feelings towards me. Again, I was a kid. I was only like 11 to 13, so I was a kid, but like fuck, like That's not true, and none of that was true. And like I know for a fact that a lot of the kids actually genuinely liked me at that school, and like they genuinely cared. And I kind of just do kind of feel a bit down that I never really kept in contact with a lot of them. But my mom says people come and go in our lives, and that's so true. Like people would come and go in our lives. Not everybody sticks with you till the end. So like it's okay that people can come and go in our lives. We just reminisce about the good times as long as we had good experiences with those people. So there's that. So, instead of like hanging out with the kids at my new school, I kind of like stick with online because at that time I was kind of going for long bike rides around like my city and like going for long walks in my city. At first, my mom gave me a walkie-talkie because she's like, "Oh, hey, we want to make sure you're okay and stuff." But like I remember once I was in the air, like my city is like, so I lived in the South End at the time. Like my first school, my first neighborhood was in the South End. There was where my new school was also in the South End, but it was a little farther away. So I actually was biking that area, and then I caught my chain snapped on my bike, so I had to walk home, and that was agonizing. It probably took like a good few out, like a good 2 hours to get home. And my mom, after that happened, my mom was like, "Okay, we're getting you a phone," which I don't think kids should have like access to like smartphones and stuff, honestly, because like fuck, man. Like, I wanted to start a YouTube channel. I got Five Nights at Freddy's plushies. I still have, funny enough, those Five Nights at Freddy's plushies I still have. So I wanted to make videos because like people were doing Five Nights at Freddy's videos, plushies and stuff. So I like making plush videos. And fuck, I still love making plush videos. There's so much. They're stupid, but there's so much fun. And I still think there's so much charm in like plush videos. And I kind of feel bad that it's kind of like a dying trend. But I'm like, that sucks because like that stuff is awesome. Like that stuff is like shit I grew up with when I was watching YouTube and stuff. But anyways, I was online in online spaces at the age of 12, which is like, no, kids should not be fucking online at the age of 12, my guy. Like, it's horrible. And I was like, having like really shitty social skills from like, my experiences at my first school and like learn, and every time I make a mistake it's a huge blow to my mental health. It's like, oh shit, how bad it is when the internet trolls come and start harassing you. Holy shit. And I met I met a couple of people that I'm still not everybody I met online during that first period of time I still in contact with. I think I've got like a couple that I still talk to every so often and stuff. There was one person that I really that I cared for like almost as family that basically fucking backstabbed me like just last year. Like they fucking like heard shit from another group that we'll get into that later, but like she basically, I don't know what the fuck happened, like where she heard this shit from, but like she basically took my abuser's side and just fucking ghosted me, which fucking stung, but made me realize that she is honestly a fucking piece of shit. And like, I'm so glad she ghosted me because I fucking hate her guts. Like, I don't even want to think about her. Like, I hate how every so often because like this person I had a lot of good memories with. Like, I was really close to them. They I was like really close to them and stuff. And like, again, we were both kids during that time. Like, despite me being like 2 years older than her, I was like probably mentally a lot younger than her in terms of mentality. Because like I said, the way I was raised, I was fucking kept out of like social situations for like, I want to say like 5 years of my school life. So I didn't know any internet safety. I didn't know any proper social skills because of like, my school experience and the way I was raised as a kid. So, like she's like later on when she said, like when she made a comment on the video about me that I'm so glad it's taken down because like just it's like shit that I did when I was a kid and like it's like irrelevant. All the stuff that happened between us is like irrelevant. Like, yeah, I was a little weird with her because like again, I didn't mean to. Like, I didn't intentionally do this stuff because I wanted to hurt her or make her feel. I genuinely thought we were good friends and like I cared for her a lot. Like, I genuinely, and like, and I feel bad that, maybe like at the time, maybe I did hurt her like in some ways that maybe made her like think about it later on in life and made her like say shit like that. But like I didn't mean it intentionally, right? Like I didn't mean any of the like I didn't mean to hurt her in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. Like I genuinely cared for this person, and it stung so bad hearing her talk shit about me behind my back, as well as like accusing me of being fucking disgusting and toxic to her when literally we were honestly two peas in a pod. We were literally two peas in a pod, and we had such great memories together. And like, she honestly would, after hearing the shit I did behind her back because I was in an abusive relationship with other people online, that she decided to bring the worst moments we had together and use it as an excuse to paint me as a bad person. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what the fuck? Is all the times we had as like good pals just not there? So like, I'm not going to mention who she is because truth be told, I don't think anybody who from my past who either hurt me or I've hurt when I was in a meltdown deserve to be recognized on this channel whatsoever. Like, I don't think any of the people that like talk shit about me from my past because I did stupid shit when I was a kid, or people that have hurt me and basically gaslight other people into thinking that I was a bad person because they provoked me to going through meltdown. I don't think any of these people deserve any attention and recognition. And anytime I talk about these people, I will never give their names because they, truth be told, none of my fans, like none of the people who watch me, as well as myself or anybody around my circle, deserves to give these people attention. They don't deserve to give any of these people their attention or any recognition because I don't want their toxic energy in my life. I dealt with it a lot when I was a kid, when I was going through teenage years. And, as a teenager, you go through a lot of crazy shit, right? But I like they treated me like shit. Like this one group that like I was part of. And again, if people who are from my old channel know who these people are that I'm talking about, do not name drop them. Do not make mention of them. Do not make mention of who they are, like their username or their names. Like I don't want any of their names on my channel. I don't want their names on my channel, as well as people talking about them, because why do we have to waste our time with these people, thinking about these people? Like, we can talk about our experiences with these people. It's okay to talk about these experiences with the people. We don't dwell on it. We do not dwell on it, and we do not bring up their names because they don't deserve our attention. Because truth be told, they don't deserve my attention, and like they don't deserve your guys' attention either. So like that's why anytime I talk about these fucking people, I will never name drop them. I know their names, I know their fucking usernames and like all their online affiliates, but like truth be told, I don't want to stir shit up. One, I don't want to stir shit up. Two, they don't deserve my attention. And three, they're just gonna use shit I said when I was fucking overwhelmed at their situations and going through a meltdown, saying nasty shit as a way to get people against me, and make them think, oh, Shark's a bad person. He called this person a slur when he was going through a fucking meltdown. Like, no, what's the point? Like, what's the point in talking about these people when they're just gonna gaslight other people into thinking I'm a fucking garbage person for going through meltdowns, trying to defend my sanity, myself, my consciousness, and like myself, and saying nasty shit to people because I was so far gone in my meltdown state. I'm so fucking happy I'm away from these people because holy shit, like they were fucking awful. Oh my god. And I guarantee you, like I tried reaching out to them like 3 years ago, like one of them 3 years ago, and they like put blame on me putting like one of their friends in an institution, which again, I know which friend they were talking about. Like I genuinely feel bad because they were just a kid when all that stuff was happening, and I feel fucking horrible because like they were actually one of the few people who were actually decent to me. And again, they were just a kid, so I feel even worse about it. But like, do you know how many times I was put in the hospital because of them and the stuff they did to provoke me into getting into a meltdown? Like I genuinely like lost fucking count. Like how many times I was both sent to the hospital because I was on like SA, like S, whatever I can't say it because YouTube's fucking stupid. Basically, I tried like offing myself and like so many times, and like I was put in like children's like mental health institutions like 3 times. Like I was kept there with like no access to anything the outside world for like a whole bunch of times. And like their friend got there once, and like that's you're saying like I could bring up all the stuff that they did to me that I like was traumatized by, and I'm not saying they're not traumatized because like we fucked each other up both, but like they think that they were in the wrong because they were purposely pushing my buttons, whether it be intentional or not. They were still actively targeting me and saying stuff to me. I don't care, even if that's just how they are. Like I didn't feel comfortable with some of this stuff. And like, the worst part is I thought these people were my friends. So I stuck with them for so long. And then anytime the stuff I got kicked out from the groups happened, I just felt like shit because I thought I just lost my friends. I lost on all this good stuff, which I'm like, now that I look back, I'm like, fuck no. I got new people. I got better people who actually understand me. Like, it's like, I don't want to go, I would never want to go back to them. And like I would never want to get back to them. I don't want to be associated with them. And like fuck, if they get fucking popular, like if they somehow get like, because I know like they're artists and stuff. They're like artists, and that was one of my biggest things that I really missed about them is because we used to draw a lot of stuff for each other, and like I missed that. You know, I kind of missed that. But like, and like, you know, they are good at like drawing and shit. Like they are good at art and stuff. And I feel like, you know, eventually they're probably gonna try making their own animated show. And like, as much as it's going to sting to see people support them, like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not giving them my fucking support. I'm like, I don't want to give my support. I'm not going to fucking I'm not going to fucking bring it up. Like, fuck, let them have their fucking little toxic pansy together. I want to fucking get my people who support me, who care about me and care about my mental health, and just, you know, just hang out. Like, I want to start my own animated show one day and just, you know, try to like, you know, I have a feeling it will get big. Like Kirby, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, like Kirby's here to help me with that like show and stuff. But like, honestly, I don't want to wait. I do want to wait. Like, I don't want to rush anything. I want to take as long as I possibly need to get the show to be just damn near perfect. I don't, it's like nothing's perfect again. Like nothing's perfect. But again, I want it to be just so fucking good that like, you know, say these people have their own show that's like, you know, gets attention. I want it to basically outshine it and stuff, which I know is going to happen. Like I just got to wait a little bit. And again, if they release something in that meantime, because they have a YouTube channel, it has one of them has a YouTube channel that's like surpassed my Kaiju channel in subscribers. But like, I don't fuck, man. Let them do it. I don't give a shit, man. Like fuck. Like we're going down different paths. And if it gets to the point where they get popular and start shit talking me, truthfully, let them spit shit from like 4 years ago. Like let them say shit because that's not who I am. The only thing that they're showing is me going through meltdowns because they push me to the edge. That's it. That's all they're showing. They will never show you evidence. They will never show you the stuff they said because they know they're on the wrong. They know they pushed me. Like I remember these fuckers saying like, "Oh, one of our members in this group is autistic. They don't act like you." Or like another guy who tried canceling me was or like saying shit about me was like, "Oh, I have friends who are autistic. They don't act like you." I'm like, you dumb fucking idiots. Autism is a spectrum. Just because my autism is fucking unique and like I react like aggressively doesn't mean I'm not autistic and doesn't mean I'm a bad person because my meltdowns are fucking extreme. Like I said, I hate when I go through a meltdown. I hate lashing out at people. Like I genuinely, I know I get nasty. I can get really fucking nasty and vile when I go into meltdowns, like overstimulated meltdowns. But like I hate hurting people. Anytime I feel like I've made someone uncomfortable or made someone feel like shit, I feel like garbage, like myself. Like I genuinely feel like an awful person because like holy shit, I actually I made someone feel uncomfortable. I hurt someone. And like, even though these people fucking deserve it, like, even though these people deserved it because I was targeting them, I still feel like shit. Cause like, you know, not because of them, because I like kind of fucked up because like, you know, I was doing it to the wrong people. And like, I don't care what I did to them to make them feel that way. Because like I said, let them move on, let them talk shit. Like, I just feel bad because I hurt people. Like I hurt people back then when I was in meltdowns, even if they're like shitty people, like it still feels bad. Like shit, man, I fucked up, like shit. Cause like truth be told, even though they were fucking garbage people, like it's not, nobody should be hurt. Like the kid they were talking about, like I feel like shit because like he shouldn't have gotten in between that stuff, you know? Like I do feel bad about it because like he was a good kid, like I said. And like, you know, even if he was in a group with like garbage fucking people, like I shouldn't have I feel bad for hurting them, even though they hurt me. Like they fucking traumatized the fuck out of me. Like they fucked me up. Like they genuinely fucked me up. But like, you know what? Even though I can't help it when I get overstimulated and get to the point where I just start melting down, I still feel like shit. I wish I could have handled that situation better, even though literally my brain can't. Like that's just how my brain works. And even though that's just how my brain works, it still sucks. Like I just wish, I genuinely wish that my brain had a better, more calmer way of going through meltdowns. Like I wish my meltdowns wouldn't have my mentality when I'm in that state where I'm just like, I want to hurt you because I need to preserve myself. I hate that. Like I genuinely am so upset that that's just how my brain works. But again, that's how my brain works, and as I want to do everything it takes to make sure I don't ever, rarely ever get into that state. And if I get in that state, I'm only like, I'm not fucking taking it out on anyone. I'm not going in public, not going into chats. I want to do it just in my own time, just so like nobody gets hurt, because I hate. I know people who, like, I know people I've hurt in the past, like, because, you know, hey, you're pushing me, and they won't admit it because, you know, they probably won't mature enough to realize they were in the wrong too. But like, it still hurts. Like, it still fucking hurts. Like, you know, it still sucks, and I still feel like shit for like even hurting other people, even if they were fucking being garbage to me. Like, it hurts. Like, you know, it sucks. And like, I genuinely don't understand how people can hurt other things and just, like, you know, walk it off. Like, oh yeah, I love hurting other people. Like, how the fuck is that okay? Like, when I hurt something, I feel like garbage. I feel so terrible. Because we're all living things. We all live, breathe in the same planet, same air, same sun. We see the same sun. We all experience life together. Like, why do we have to hate each other and kill each other all over this stuff? It's fucking awful, man. Like, holy shit. But yeah, like I said, if I genuinely just don't want, like, you know, I don't want anybody from my past, like, you know, because I'm kind of happy my old channel got taken down, even though there's a lot of memories and a lot of old videos I kind of wish I saved to my drives and stuff. I'm happy I can start new, because truthfully, I just want to start new with. I'm happy. I'm happy I have a new channel that has no negative, nothing new negative. Like, everything negative is from my old channel in the past, where it belongs. And I just want to move on. Like I said, I just want to do better. Like, I want to be a better person. I want to be a good person, because everybody around me tells me you're a good person. You are not your meltdowns. That's what they tell me. You are not your meltdowns. And, you know, I believe that. I'm starting to actually believe that, because, like, when I was in my funk with these people, like, I thought I was a fucking horrible person, like, you know. And like, like, I don't mean to get serious, because I don't want this video to get taken up, but I used to sh, so like that, you take that what you will. But like, a lot of people, and like, you know, the worst part is I showed people. I showed people. Like, why did I do that? Why do I do that? Like, my mentality, like, in my mentality, I show people my arms, because like I do it because, like, I'm hurt. I feel like I'm hurt in this situation. I'm showing people that I'm hurt, whether I'm telling them that they hurt me and made me do it, or that I'm fucking in pain right now. Look at what's going on. Like, have sympathy for me, right? And like, people will say, "Oh, you're suicide baiting." Like, trust me, I'm not. Like there are a lot of days where I'm like, I just want to, like, end my life, right? Like, I just want to end my life. But like, when I hurt myself, I don't do it because I want to die. I do it mostly because I'm so frustrated at a situation that, like, I'm taking it out on myself as punishment for myself, because like I said, well, I don't want to hurt anybody else. And even though I get into meltdowns where my mindset says I want to hurt you because, like, I need to preserve myself, realistically, when I'm normal, calm, and just having a normal conversation and I'm not overstimulated, I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to hurt anybody, make anyone feel uncomfortable. I don't want to do any of that. But when I'm in that state of meltdown, the only person that I truly want to hurt in that moment, in any moment, and honestly, even when I'm calm and stuff, the only person I want to actively hurt is myself. I know that's bad. I know that's bad. Trust me, I'm working on a lot of stuff, and I haven't hurt myself in forever. Like, I haven't done it in a long time, so I'm very happy about that. But like, that's just how my brain works. If I hurt someone, I gotta hurt myself, because you put pain on someone else. You need to feel that pain too, and stuff. So that's just how my brain works, again. But like, you know, like, anyways, that's just a ramble about just life and stuff and my autism experience. Like I said, honestly, like, I know, like, one thing I am worried about is if this channel ever gets popular again, like, because like, I used to be popular, had a channel with over 30,000 subscribers. I'm worried that if I get popular again, especially with this new channel, that people from my past are going to come and start bringing shit up from the past. And my mom tells me this, and I know for a fact that I'm telling myself this too, because like I said earlier, genuinely let them talk. Like, let them talk, because I I've changed. Like, as much as people want to say, oh, you're the same garbage person for hurting us in the past, and it seems like you're not changing online, like, I have changed. Like, I have changed a lot since I was like a teenager. And like, truthfully, it's only up from here. And like, I don't want my past, and like, I don't want the stupid shit I did as a kid, like, affecting me as adult. Like, yes, stuff in your past is going to creep up to you eventually, but I'm in the firm belief that we can acknowledge our past, but we move on from it and better ourselves as people and stuff. That's how I feel, honestly. Like, we acknowledge our mistakes, we learn from our mistakes, and the fact that we're actively wanting to learn from and want to improve ourselves is basically more improvement than what we did back in the past. But some people don't feel like that. Some people just want to be stuck in the past. And honestly, I don't want to be one of those people because it just makes you miserable. It really just makes you miserable. I posted plush videos like a month ago. It didn't get many views, unsurprisingly, but I always redirect to them. Yeah, same here. Anyways, I'm just reading comments, Kirby. I know you're the only one commenting, but I do appreciate your time here. Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, I kind of wish plush videos were still like popular. I know on my TikTok, I don't like using TikTok. I hate TikTok, honestly. Like, truth be told, I only have it just so I can get more audience to hopefully come to my YouTube channel. I only post there in case, like, I really want to. I don't like how it's replacing everything because I think TikTok's fucking horrible, especially with some of the stuff people say on there. Holy fuck, garbage central right there. But yeah, I genuinely, like, I prefer YouTube because, like, even though YouTube's shit, I'd rather be on here than fucking TikTok. Let's see what else. I just hope those people move on for good and treat people better if they end up in a similar position. Yeah, exactly. Same. Like I said, like I have what all these people from my past, like all these people who have hurt me, like, you know, those people that I mentioned, like I said, as much as I want to mention their names, I don't want to do that because, like I said, they don't deserve my attention or my fans' attention. So anyways, I have all of them blocked. Like, I made an effort to go on their, like there's, you know how we have like link trees and stuff where we can view each other's profiles on other social medias. Yeah, I got on all of their profiles on every social media and just blocked them because, truth be told, I don't care. Truth be told, I don't want them contacting me. I don't want to contact them. I don't want anything to do with them. I just want to move on from their situation and just, like, you know, I just want to move on. Like, and hell, this is going to sound cruel, but even if they even if they somehow discover my new channel, look at my video of, like, you know, me talking about my life and me talking about my autism experience and my experience with them, as well as like this, like, say they see this live video and how I'm talking about, and they come in contact with me saying, hey, I saw your video and, like, I want to apologize for how I was in the past. Honestly, I don't forgive them. Like, I don't forgive them. And, like, the reason I say this is because they said the exact same thing when I apologized to them back in the day, that they didn't forgive me either. And again, I don't think they're ever going to apologize for what they did. I apologize, and I feel like shit for it. I don't think they're ever going to apologize, and I don't think they're ever going to feel bad about it, because, like, truth be told, they don't think they're in the wrong, which is, like, you know, I'm not saying I'm in the right, because yes, I was in the wrong for, like, saying a lot of bad stuff when I was in Meltdown, but truth be told, even if they do somehow come around, see, like, you know, see everything I've said about my life and do apologize, I appreciate the apology and I appreciate them, like, you know, learning from their mistakes, but honestly, I don't want to be associated with them. I do not want to be a part of them. And, like, as much as I want to forgive them, I don't. And that's okay. It's okay to not forgive someone, but as long as you move on from them and we just don't talk and we just go our separate ways and live our separate lives, that's fine. That is all the healing you need, honestly. And that's all the healing you need. And yeah, I agree, Corbett. I just hope that honestly, I feel like they've moved on. Like, I want to hope they moved on, unless they haven't, because I feel like those people are the same people who told my ex-friend, who I really liked a lot, that, like, I did a lot of bad shit to them because they provoked me. But, like, again, I don't care. Let them talk. Let them talk. Let them gaslight people into thinking I'm a bad person because I had a couple of meltdowns when their friends were, like, saying nasty shit to me and everything I posted. So, like, I don't care. Let them talk. Like, I think about them every so often because that's just my brain. ADHD likes making you think about random stuff you did. But truth be told, I want to just succeed in life. I want to be a voice actor. I want to have my own animated series. And at the end of the day, if I ever make a lot of money, I want to retire and just start a bird sanctuary. Like, I just want to have a massive property in the middle of nowhere and just make it just for both native birds and domestic birds and any birds, just birds in general, because I fucking love birds. I love birds. My birds have literally made me realize how much I love birds and how much I just want to dedicate my after I'm finished being successful, I just want to dedicate the rest of my life to just taking care of birds, letting them have a just an awesome life, and basically letting them live like literal kings of birds. And so yeah, if you ever need to vent, I'll always be available. I've been having back and forth venting with others too. Yeah, no, I get it, Kirby. Sorry for reading your comments a little late. I get a little sidetracked, so I'm just reading them all right now. But yeah, no, I agree. I'll try to vent more to you in private, because I know like a lot of people were saying, oh, he's venting in his public server, that's not good, and that kind of did cost me a server that I was really close to, which I still think about, but like because one of the mods of that server does say there is a chance you can come back. So hopefully, I have hope, and even if it doesn't work out, oh well, just move on from that, but like I have faith it'll work out. But anyways, I'll start venting to you more in like DMs and stuff, because I figured like if I do advertise my Discord server more often and I get more popular and younger people join, I don't want to be venting to minors. I don't want to be venting to minors and stuff. So I figured let's start like just taking it with the adults and stuff. I really can't stand the way some people act like anyway. So who has SH thoughts or doing it for attention? Yeah, no, I agree. Like I again, like when I say SH, like when I do SH, like I don't like I said, I'm the reason I do it is either one, I'm just like upset at myself, like I'm pissed off at myself. I'm just like, fuck, dude, you gotta just punish yourself. Like I said, I do it because I want to punish myself because I feel like I fucked up, and that's how I did. Or because I'm so frustrated at a situation, and that even if someone says something, like says they corner me or they say something to me where I'm like, hey, like I hate showing it, because like it just makes you look like a bad person. Like people say, oh, you did bad stuff because you showed people the like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry, I am so sorry for that. Like, but like, truth be told, when I do it and I'm in that state of showing people my arms, it's because I'm basically on the verge of a meltdown. And when I'm on the verge of a meltdown, it's basically close where I'm very making impulsive thoughts and stuff. So yeah. Honestly, yeah, like I said. But yeah, definitely bird sanctuary. Speaking of birds, it's getting a little dark here. It is 7 o'clock. It is past 7:30. Honestly, I'm gonna still live stream until I genuinely don't feel like live streaming anymore. But I will keep this video up. I might see if I can try to age restrict it, not because it's bad or anything, but maybe because we did have a little bit of serious topics on here, just so YouTube knows, hey, kids shouldn't be watching the stream. Because I know, for my channel, I don't really advertise it for kids and stuff. I'm a firm believer that parents should absolutely be monitoring what their kids are doing up until the age of 17, 18. Because that's why there's so many kids getting hurt online, because parents are being neglectful and don't want to take care of their children and stuff. And I think that's ridiculous. Take that from someone who literally had access to the internet at the age of 12. It fucks you up. And it's not just I agree that kids should have safe spaces online, but parents need to care for what their kids are doing, what their kids are watching, what their kids are basically doing, because they're your responsibility. When people say, oh, we're gonna put Face ID and put face age verification, it's why are you doing that? It's not the company's responsibility to keep the kids safe, it's the parents. And some parents are genuinely garbage at caring for their kids, that it's all of our problems because you can't take care of your kid. What the fuck? And again, I'm not saying like I said, I when I say honestly, I have a mixed feeling when it comes to kids. Sometimes, some days I'm kind of in the mood where I'm yeah, let's hang out. I'm kind of in the mood where I'm yeah, let's fuck it. Why not? Let's if I'm at a party with younger relatives, fuck it. Sometimes I might hang out with them and play games with them, because fuck, they deserve to have some kids do deserve to have a grown up in their life that they can rely on. But most of the time, it genuinely should be their parents, because parents should honestly be doing their responsibility in caring for their kids. Again, I want to kind of be a backup, be hey, let's help out some kids who are going through some rough times and stuff. But that doesn't mean I want to all the time. Some days, sometimes I'm at work and there's these chud kids around, yelling and screaming in the store. I'm just fuck, why do you want one? Why do we need more of those in life? And like I said, it depends on my feeling, and it depends on my emotion. Some days I'm yeah, let's hang out with the younger relatives and let's just play games or do stupid shit, play tag, why not? And then other days I'm I'm just not interested. I personally don't want kids because I don't want to a lot of reasons I don't want kids. One, because realistically I'm probably gonna have an autistic kid. I'm not saying that's bad, because like I said, I'm autistic and but it's still a struggle dealing with myself, and I'm not ready to have a kid. Even if I was ready to have a kid, like it's so much responsibility, and like I don't want to put a kid. The kid's probably gonna have very similar needs to me, and I don't want them going through the shit I went through as a kid. So like I don't want to put a kid through that, you know. And two, because I want to just like like I know I say like I want to like start a bird sanctuary, but I also want to travel, you know? Like I want to explore the world. Like I want to see the world and stuff. And like I feel like as a kid, you were more restricted to like what you can do and stuff. So it's like like my sisters feel that way too. They don't want kids either, which I'm thankfully I don't want to be an uncle either. But yeah, like it's a lot of restrictions. It's like and plus the world's so bad right now. It's like I don't want to raise a kid in this. It's funny how there's a whole age restriction feature, but half of the time YouTube wants to completely obliterate a channel for posting even the mild thing. Yeah, exactly. Like what the fuck? Like it's stupid. Again, some people deserve it. Like some people deserve to have their channels taken down, genuinely. But like other times, it's like, what the fuck did this guy do? My channel got taken. My old channel got taken down. Which I have mixed feelings about. But like I said, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be able to start new and just be like start new with a new coat of paint and just be like, hey, I want to start new. I want to do better in life. I want to actually be a good human being and not let my past meltdowns be the dictate on who I am. So like I'm kind of happy that happened. Like even if there are a lot of memories and a lot of older videos, I'm like, fuck, I just want to go back and save them. But like again, like we make new memories and stuff, you know. Like we'll make new memories, and like I said, hopefully I can make more Undertale Plus videos on this channel where we can like have new memories for newer people and stuff. But yeah, like I said, YouTube's stupid. Honestly, like if they take this video down, so be it. Like fuck, I might even download this video just as an archive and post it on like an archive site or something, you know. All that good jazz. Yeah. Well, I feel good, honestly. I told my mom that I was gonna like live stream today, and like like a couple of people showed up. Obviously Kirby, you're the only one who's really said anything. Which again, I'm happy because like you're someone. Like I'm happy to talk to someone who's actually responding. And again, you don't have, people who are watching the stream don't have to like talk or anything. They can listen. I just hope that like me talking about my experience can help other autistic people just live and manage life, because we really are born in a neurotypical world, and like people don't want to acknowledge that we're different and we have our specific needs because they're just selfish and ignorant. And like it sucks. Like it really sucks, especially for kids who are just growing up. Like so you have to stay still in class and not move your fucking. You can't fidget in class. Like, are you kidding me? Some of us literally have to fidget because we can't sit still. Like it's so hard for us. Another thing I say to myself that if I ever get popular is I also want to fund not just with funding my original show idea as well as like Bird Sanctuary. I also just want to I also want to donate to like programs like throughout my like life that have really helped me as like so like in my city we have, I don't want to say it's company name because I don't want to dox myself. I don't care if people know the city I live in. I just like ask like I live in Ontario. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, if people find out the city I live in, then okay, why the fuck are you looking into? Like, please don't do anything bad about it. Like, because I'm in the like this is a weird mindset, but I'm in the firm belief that if people can say which state in the U.S. they're from, then Canada deserves that too. People should be allowed to say what province they're from too. Doesn't mean we should be doxing our cities and stuff. I'm not going to say which city I live in, but Ontario, right? Like it's literally like the California of Canada, except, I said California of Canada because it's got the most people. But anyways, there's programs in my hometown that help other kids, other adults with neurodisabilities, like there's one that I actually went today. We had a program called Fitness Friends and stuff where, we just go to their like headquarters in the city and just, do some fun physical activities. And again, like, I know it's not everybody's like this, but a lot of the people there are a little more needy than me. And that's okay because truthfully, dude, holy shit, like people always think, oh, this, like the more severe people are like, just, oh, I don't want to hang out with them. They're horrible. Like, oh, they're too needy. Like, no, they're great. Dude, they're so like, I'll give an example. Like, there's a couple of people at this program that have Down syndrome. Holy fuck, I love them. They are just the purest people ever. Holy shit. I fucking love people with Down syndrome. They're so wholesome. They're just so pure. I just fucking love them. Hell, apparently I saw a post online where this father had Down syndrome, and he still fucking raised his kid. Like, that is, holy shit, that is literally the coolest fucking thing ever. And like, if this father who has a disability like Down syndrome can raise a son, what's stopping other people? What the fuck is stopping my dad from actually being like active in our lives? Like, holy shit. Like, I fucking love people with Down syndrome because they're another example. Like, because you can only imagine the shit they go through and like the horrible the horrible stigmatization they go through and stuff. And then there's so like the program I'm with has people all over the spectrum. Like, I'm a little bit more. I don't want to say lower functioning. It's kind of weird to say lower and higher functioning, but I'm a lot more higher functioning and stuff. And yeah, I still participate in these events because, fuck man, I love getting out in the community and just hanging out with people who might not be able to help themselves either. It's great. Like, and I know that sounds weird, but like, I do truthfully want to help other autistic people and other people with like neurological disabilities out because like, no, like, it's so like, we barely have anything. Like, once you're an autistic adult, like basically nobody cares. Like, nobody gives a shit, and they're just like leave you on the street basically. Like, there are some programs out there that like might help you, but other than that, like, it does. Oh shit, it's lagging. Ah shit, is it just you? It might be my internet. Hold up. Ah shit. Well, like I said, I want if you can let me know when it stopped lagging. If it hasn't, then I apologize, and maybe I can end the stream. But yeah, like I said, like, gotta help other neurotypical people. Fuck, not neurotypical people, neurodivergent people. Yeah. Anyways, if it lags a little bit more, I might I feel like probably could end the stream. I'll wait till you say something, and then maybe I can I'll probably end the stream now because I feel really satisfied just talking. Like, I really feel satisfied to like the 5 people who showed up. Like, it really made me feel better and stuff. But like, I'm probably gonna go draw after this because I think it's just me because I had 5G on and not my internet. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, I'm honestly getting a little thirsty because like I've been talking a lot, like talking for the past hour, so that's fun. So I figured maybe like later on, before I go, I will show you the dinosaurs because I figured they deserve. I name dropped the dinosaurs. They deserve to be shown. So like after I show the dinosaurs, and like I'm probably gonna end the stream because like I feel good. I feel happy that I talked. Like I'm happy you showed up, Kirby. You're always a pleasure to talk to and stuff. I'm happy that like even though because like I know before like the internet started lagging, there was another person who was here for because it said 2 people here. The stream did say 2 people and stuff. So even if that person's gone and stuff, and like I'm still happy that they at least stayed for as long as they did because like I know people come in and out, but that person actually surprisingly stayed for long. Whoever this mysterious person is, like thank you. But like I said, I'm just happy, I kind of want to do more live streams because, like I said, it just talks to the community and you just do more stuff. And hey, it helps with engagement and views and stuff. So, that's what my friend said. My friend who also has a YouTube channel, who I'm going to see tomorrow, funny enough. I'm going to go see him tomorrow. We're going tomorrow in my city. It's going to be like fucking, I don't know how much this is in Fahrenheit because honestly, I prefer Celsius because that's just how I am. And let's be real, America just wants to be different. No offense to any Americans there. But like, it's going to be 16 degrees Celsius. I don't know how much that is in Fahrenheit. I want to say that is like 50. No, all right. So how much is that? So 32 is like 0 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit. So 32 Fahrenheit or 33 Fahrenheit is like freezing, right? I believe so. So if it's going to be 16 degrees Celsius, I feel like it's going to be, I want to say 50 or 60 degrees up here in tomorrow. So it's going to be either 50 or 60 Fahrenheit, and that's 16 degrees in Celsius, which that's nice. Like, especially for March, that's fucking nice. Like, holy shit. Especially in Canada, man. Holy shit. Like, I know I'm in the more southern parts of like Canada, but holy shit. Like, that's nice. Like, that is nice, especially for early March. Holy shit. And then I think next week is gonna drop back again to freezing, but it's when spring is coming. Spring is coming, and I'm so fucking happy about that. I'm like, yeah. I don't mind. Honestly, I know a lot of people who say they like snow and prefer winter over summer are most likely people who've never experienced snow. And I will admit when winter does come, I do like the snow when it's I do like the winter and the shorter days when it is, let's say, like Christmas time is a good example. I love Christmas and New Year's because I think it's when the snow is on the ground during Christmas and New Year's, it is such a fantastic and wonderful experience. But then after New Year's, like it's like January and it's getting dark at like 6 o'clock at night in the afternoon, and it's just every day is just gray. It gets tiring. Like a lot of people up here really have mental health problems when it comes to like this time of the year because we've gone through, like, yeah, we are resilient people up here in Canada and we can deal with a lot of harsh weather, but really, like, a lot of us prefer getting outside in the summer and the spring because truth be told, most of us do prefer like warmer weather, and I'm one of those people. I prefer when it gets light. I prefer when it gets dark at like 9 o'clock, because sometimes it gets dark at like 9 o'clock during the summer. I love that. But like, what, it's very hard when almost every day in the winter is gray and white, and it can get depressing. Really, it really does get depressing, and a lot of people struggle with that a lot. And and my mom knows that too. She worked at a hospital. Yeah, yeah, like that's. But yeah, since it's like they changed the time, like it would have been like 6:45 right now if the times didn't change. So it is like, yeah, we're getting there. Anyways, before I go, I will show you the dinosaurs. Come to me, Bubba. This is Bubba. She is my chud. I love my chud bird. We love Bubba. So she's a budgie. She is my dinosaur. I don't know if anyone knows the story, but I did. There was a pet store in my old apartment area, and I went to the pet store on, I want to say, Boxing Day, and there's this little birdie right here was in the back of the store by herself compared to the other budgies. So then I went to the store owners and I was like, "Hey, what's the story with this budgie?" Some asshole decided to leave this little one in the dead of winter outside in the cold for who knows how long, in like Boxing Day, and left her back there because like they didn't want her. So I went home and begged my mom, "Mom, I need to take this bird home." She caved in and we got this bird, and I am so fucking happy because she has changed my life for the better, and I love her. Yes, Bubba, we love you, Bubba. You are the best thing to ever happen to me, and you're the reason I want a bird sanctuary. Give me a kiss. Mwah. All right, come to my soldier. And this is Bubbles, because budgies are a little social. Bubbles don't bite. Budgies are social creatures. They tend to do better in flocks. We decided to give her Bubba a little friend. His name is Bubbles, and we got him a year after Bubba. And he's a good boy. He's a very good, polite boy. He's a little shy because he is a little shyer and not as tamed as Bubba. Because Bubba I can kiss. Bubbles doesn't really like it. Yes, he was. I don't know if you saw it, but he was moving away from like my kiss. He prefers to be with just Bubba most often, but I still love him very much. He's still a good boy. You are still a good boy. Always sings to Bubba and always chirps to Bubba and just sings, and yeah. Anyways, those are my birds. Yeah, I love my birdies very much. They are my precious little dinosaurs, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't want to start a bird sanctuary. Anyways, I've been talking for a lot now, for over like an hour and 10 minutes, so I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys for sticking with the stream, and if you rewatch the stream later, that's totally fine with me. I will see you guys probably whenever I stream next. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and I'll see you whenever. Take care.